Oh, MaCobra gets taken down, but he might have done. Yeah, he did that on purpose to use a hammer.
This goes probably to the middle for DLP. Yeah.
Yes, it does. And now you pick your fort. It's 3F2. I feel that other fort's gonna be the World 1 fort. And the hammers have been boxed, and no, it's Spike Fort. So which one is correct?
Well, someone's about to hit the jackpot on the Gamble-Matic 9000.
And someone's about to stop on a whammy.
DLP finishes his boom boom. Let's find out. That builds the bridge.
DLP.
He's on his way and keeps the lead.
MaCobra's gonna have to swim through 3F2.
Oh, evidently MaCobra used a music box to traverse over there.
That he did. He used the box to shut down all three. So no box list for this World 4, sadly.
Well, if we got the three fort 4, is there any hope for a 2 fort 1 now? I doubt it.
You think that's what's left?
One, and it's a forced draw with the placement of the lock. Wow.
Yeah,
but this is World 1F. This is World 1F though. They'll go ahead and clear this because hopefully that'll break the lock.
It has to because it's not required. But that lock placement is just in a rather rude spot because you'd have to play an extra level. So DLP is just going to knock this out normally.
I forget. Did we see another lock in front of the castle or a bridge needing to be built?
It was a bridge.
Okay, so both forts are needed anyway, so. And we got ice cubes. 6F2. Underside strats for DLP. You always gotta be careful with those.
Yep, one bonk, one wrong move, and your choices are pull up or fall short.
Neither of those sound appealing.
Let's just say one of those is the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, but all things considered, they're both pretty evil. Ooh, look at
MaCobra went for the clip, didn't get it.
Oh.
Now we got a 610. Now we get a boss bass. And this is a pretty gross level for one to appear.
That is
and
pretty
DLP
nasty.
got hitboxed.
You know, with boss bass and 610, I feel like there could be an argument made for going for the secret pipe in 610. Yes, I know this 610 is a quick stage, but still. Just to get rid of that bass. And now we have regular tanks.
We got the army stage, where you can be all you can be, and get an item at the end.
Hopefully it's a good item.
One thing we haven't seen yet is a hammer suit.
Yeah, very curious. And we've only seen the hand stage once, but yeah, we know it's at the Nuki. And we now know that there's a star from this tank stage. Ooh, DLP using his music box there.
We got a meal alert. Boss Bass claims MaCobra.
Oh, and he's low on supplies too. He's gonna have to be pretty careful the rest of the way. Looks like 2, 3... Was that 3 or 4?
I didn't count, but now comes the question, how many bridges in this World 8?
This one's going a bit too fast for my liking. I want it to be a 3-bridge 8.
Hey, I'm gonna be realistic and say 2, even though I'd love to see a 4 just for the heck of it.
We haven't seen one all tournament yet, have we?
Not to my knowing, unless somebody knows something that I don't, and we get 3 pipes up front and 7F1, and look at this! DLP entering 7F1 with a tail!
That means he can just go! We have had 4 bridges this year. Good to know, I guess.
And it was a Sama seed, apparently, as DLP enters a pipe. Doesn't like it. Does see where a fort is, but isn't gonna run that gauntlet.
Yeah, looking like there's a lot of red tape to get through on that hand bridge. Maybe the Dark Maze will be a lot more forgiving.
Yeah, all that red tape made me feel like I was dealing with the IRS or something like that. Anyway,
there's the Dark Maze. Oh, but we see
and
a
there's
lock.
a lot.
Where's this gotta go?
Chat calling out Larry being a 5.
second
Ooh,
lock, so if you
that's
said
dirty.
3, you're out. Logic should
And
say
that
that...
wound up being the Navy, and hopefully for DLP, that is the lock in front of him so he can proceed. MaCobra's gonna have to power up inside of 7F1. He has no choice.
Well, even if this isn't the lock in front of him, if it's the other lock in the Dark Maze that we know is there, that's just as good. Let's see. It is the lock in front of there. Oh, but there's a third lock. Oh.
We have to play the Navy tile.
Oh, this might end up being even better than a 3 or 4 bridge 8. It could be a chain reaction.
Yeah, chain reaction 8s are always fun to watch. To play, not so much.
Yeah, it appears the answer, though, is in the Dark Maze. Probably that lower right corner, if I had to guess.
Same. Now we get 3-4 as the second stage.
DLP just flying. Meanwhile, MaCobra is just committing to the plays.
And that's generally what you want to do, is commit to the plays, and if they work out, they work out. If they don't, they don't. And we get 3F1, door 6 for it. Are we going to see a door 3, or is DLP going to keep moving? He's going to keep moving.
Yeah, it's World 8. With the stakes this high, you can't be taking chances like door 3.
I think the only folks in the tournament who would have gone for door 3 would have been either Sharky or myself. So now here's the big question. What did that break? And MaCobra's just gonna... Well, I thought he was gonna knock out 3-6, but nah, he's just gonna take the 100 coin fine.
Oh, it broke the lock on the top in the top right corner.
Yep, that's a route.
And we know that tank tile isn't needed. DLP taking a chance, but there's no bridges to build. He's on his way.
It was 0, and in this case, we actually needed to play a few of the forts just to get through to the end.
Man, that was really bold of him to think of him to use the cloud right there in that moment. Oh,
and
get the
mac and cheese is the gauntlet skip clip.
Oh.
So now it's just 35 fireballs, and DLP takes game 1.
Missing out on the sub 35, but a sub 38 ain't terrible either.
No scam pattern.
There
and even
you
with
go.
missing a fireball, tonight DLP will dine on Koopa Soup. Get your GGs in chat for DLP, who's going to take game 1 with an official time of...
Well, we'll find out soon enough. But yeah, get your GGs out.
37 minutes, 1 second.
And we'll see in a moment if MaCobra wants to flush this one and move on, or just see it out. I assume we'll want to move on.
With how close he is, he might just say to heck with it and finish it out.
Yeah, he's continuing, so cheer him on still, folks. So, if there were no bridges on that final path, I have to assume the last lock had to be on the hand bridge.
That's quite possible. I see MaCobra clouded the fort at the 8F tile. I'm pretty sure DLP did the same thing.
Yeah, they both did. And to think, the big swing in this particular game was DLP going for the hammer and cloud strats in 2. Once that happened, the whole dynamic changed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cobra trying for that clip. There he goes. First try every time. You know?
He nailed it. And Dustman calls out that skipped level at the end of Desert wound up being 6-4. And MaCobra with a very nice fire kill. Get your GGs in chat for MaCobra.
Yeah. Finishing second in this one, but still finishing out sub 40, which is pretty respectable.
And the finishing time for MaCobra, 39:31.
Again, with the way this one turned out, do you think we're gonna feel disappointed if it doesn't go 3?
I'd be legitimately surprised.
Well,
but anything can happen. It is randomizer.
Well, one thing that is for certain and isn't randomized is that we need to take a break right now while we set up for game number 2. So make sure you get up, stretch, do what you need to do, and when we come back, we will start game number 2. So don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. This is game 2 between DLP316 and MaCobra52. I'm Leslie Pro. He's a crazy dude, and we're about to get underway. Let's go.
7. It's 7. 5. Good. I'm okay with that, if it means no more reverse world order memes. Ooh.
Instead, we get 2 ports in front, and one of them's Air Force.
Yeah, forced draw to get to that fort in the back. That's a bit of a pain.
Not the worst thing you could start with. We'll leave it at that, and as Dustmini points out in chat, the winner of this match moves on to face Midi Guy in the semifinals.
No more. There ain't any more easy opponents if you made it this far, so you gotta be on your toes.
Absolutely. At this point in the tournament, nothing comes easy. Spike Fort.
You know, aside from the fort placement here in the clouds, this is a pretty free 5.
Both runners powering up with the mushroom.
Looks like they're both taking it slow. Ooh, MaCobra going top path. Same with DLP.
And that taking it slow right there is they're just waiting out the cycle, and then once the spikes are at the right spot, they turn on the afterburners and blaze through the section.
Only have to play one more cloud, but MaCobra going for the hammer, bro. It sledges, and meanwhile DLP just moving on because the placement of the hammer, bro, did not work out, and it's 4-1.
Yeah, DLP had what we call a runaway hammer, bro. Oh, and MaCobra almost got boss bassed again.
Not this time, though.
So DLP does have a slight lead, but MaCobra has a 1 cloud advantage, and that could come into play later on.
It made the world of difference last time. It's gonna be interesting to see if it happens here. Meanwhile, one-hit Roy in the cannon gauntlet here. 245 on the screen flash for DLP. And it'll be 255 for MaCobra, so a 10-second lead.
Yeah, so they're keeping it close through the first world. This is going to be a very good race. And the first one was good. Strap in, folks. Race 2 is going to be just as good, if not better.
Our first anchor of the day. Just a reminder that anchors normally plant airships in vanilla Mario 3, but since we don't really have a need for that in Randomizer, they just act as a wild card and can be anything except a hammer.
Or a warp whistle, because warp whistles are turned off.
Yeah, that too, but again, that should go without saying.
So from 1-5 to a pipe check, and ooh, it's going to be a very interesting World 3 from a routing perspective. And we got 8-2. DLP is just going to run for it. No saves of safety.
Vanilla Angry Sun, though.
Sun to deal with.
Ooh. Able to get a full head of steam. Takes the hit from the sun, though. This shouldn't be a problem.
Gets out of the level just fine now. The Angry Sun's hitbox is skewed in the same way that a Goma's hitbox is skewed in Zelda 1, in that it's skewed to the left, when hitboxes typically in classic games get skewed to the right.
So what you're saying is, if you're able to dodge to the right, you should be okay.
Yes, unless you get unlucky. And we get 1-3 with the anchor serving as a frog suit. And DLP is going backstage, but is going to have to deal with a Trolley Karibo jumping around.
I like this play. It's early enough. Oh, yeah, you got it.
Cobra's saying no. DLP could swing this in his advantage. Fire Flower.
Not this time, though.
Maybe. But we'll see.
MaCobra was debating using the anchor there. Either that or it could have almost been accidentally selecting the cloud. We don't know.
Possibly. I don't think he wanted to chance either scenario happening, so he's into Boom Boom. Whoa, slide tackle there. Coming at him. No idea how that happens, folks. But he gets around it and is through.
Oh, wow. MaCobra lucks out and finds 3-1.
3-1 with the frog suit. He is not going up and over. He's going down and around, which with the frog suit, I think is actually faster than trying to go top path frog. Look at that. 285 pipe exit for MaCobra. Very fast.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we were going to see frog suit strats carry the day against these sledge bros. Almost happened, though.
Almost happened, but not this time.
Alright. This should be to the castle? Yeah.
Yes.
There's nothing there, so on we go.
Into the World 7 airship. Now, this could get ugly with the Wendy fight.
Yeah. But again, it's all about room control. If you're able to get a Wendy or Lemmy fight, particularly Wendy fight with elevated platforming. Can't keep. Well, finds a way to keep.
4 hits, but DLP got the fire kill. No wall jump for the off-screen wand grab on MaCobra's side. So DLP takes a slight lead, but remember, MaCobra still has that one cloud advantage.
Yeah, good room control by MaCobra. Sure, Wendy was able to get out of the corner a couple times, but still had a decent recovery to stay with it.
And a cat jumped on the king's keyboard.
Another anchor from the letter. And early pipe check. Is this gonna do anything? Did something. And now we have the 1-6 beta.
6-8 on MaCobra's side. Fire enemy set.
Ooh. Oh, DLP choosing the damage boost. Oh, MaCobra taking a hit there. But he's through it. Looking like DLP opting to play the fort there. And gets a cloud.
That pulls him even with clouds temporarily as MaCobra takes down the same hammer bro.
And we have the escalator. Looks like we're gonna see quick finish again on escalator.
And it's not just gonna be one bro, it's gonna be double bro.
Well, it's the Super Mario Brothers, isn't it? That makes sense, don't it?
Well, it certainly does.
From the looks of things, that broke the lock on the far right, so on they go.
And DLP is going to be able to fly. While MaCobra's forced to go down into code.
Let's see. 2 hits. 3 hits is all it takes. Is DLP gonna get the screen wrap? I think that's good enough for it.
That looks good to me too, and it's worth noting that he made that look very easy to fly up without a P-wing to get in position for that off-screen wand grab and screen wrap. It ain't that easy, believe me. The timing on that is extremely tight.
Damn. What next? 7. Let's see if we get the Room of the View this time. It's 2-pipe Monty to start off, so... Along with a couple more
Monty
pipes.
again.
Technically 3 with that Piranha there. Well, that's just useless.
Game's got jokes.
They're not funny jokes, but the game's got jokes. Oh, now we have a true 3-pipe Monty, but instead DLP opting for the Ford, and it's 3F1.
I like this play. The pipe popped out right next to the Ford, so you see it. You might as well play it. MaCobra's going to do the same thing.
And again, no door 3 like you were hoping.
Cheap tried to cause problems for MaCobra, but not this time.
Okay, let's see. Is this it? No! So the answer's got to be on that bottom middle.
Or it's in the southwest going through one level.
We'll see soon enough. Hey, it's the room with the view!
Hello, room with a view! At the same time as well, I might add.
Yay, I'm happy. So I guess we have to go through this pipe on the bottom left.
But MaCobra's going back and he's going for pulling a Jim Marshall.
Maybe he's a little lost? DLP
No,
going
he didn't check that pipe. And for those not in the know,
Whoa!
DLP dies at the end of 3-7.
Wow, how uncharacteristic.
That is it. That just shows how nasty that enemy set is, and MaCobra's just gonna blind cloud.
Ooh, that's pretty bold.
Yeah, it's a bold strategy, but let's see if it pays off for him.
I think DLP made a wise trade going from a frog suit to fire.
Boss Bass at the end of 6-7, but that's not really gonna matter. No, actually Mac clouded that level as well, so Mac still got the 1 cloud advantage. And we get 4-5 with a giant enemy set.
Yeah, still gotta watch out for these bullseye bills, though.
Yeah, the homing bullet
Oh,
bills
gets knocked by a piranha plant!
Ooh, yeah, those giant piranha plants can be nasty.
It wasn't even a giant piranha plant, it was a normal piranha plant.
Yeah, but they can still get you if you're not careful.
Ooh, more sync and Angry Sun on Piranha 2. Oh, MaCobra almost bought it there.
DLP did, because he came up short on the jump, lost fire.
That means MaCobra now takes the lead.
Yep, into the World 3 airship.
And him blind clouding might have ended up being the best, the smartest thing in this race. Had DLP not messed up there, going through the World 3 stage there, he probably still keeps lead leaving 7.
Yeah, or he might not have taken the death if he had gone for the item. MaCobra was not able to get up to P speed, so could not go for the off-screen wand grab. So just lets it fall down and chat. Command. get your commands in chat.
No one commands me around. And we got one now. It's
2 forts and... Wow. I feel like we've seen this before, but coming from a different direction. And MaCobra is gonna switch to the Fire Flower here. I'm liking the play because the fire kill on Boom Boom is faster.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder which lock this breaks.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I figured as much. And now we get the Carpet Fort, 6F3.
No, I almost forgot about this fort, probably because we didn't see it in the first race.
Well, what we will see now is the elevator, and it's a very favorable enemy set.
Favorable enough for a fire kill from MaCobra and a fire kill from DLP.
Both very nicely done on the elevated orb grab, too. Never hurts to save time where you can. And now we have 1-3. No, 3-3, excuse me. 3-3.
Yep, the first boss bass level.
Oh, look, it's the other one from 3.
3-8, but Boss Bass isn't home.
I think they replaced it with that Koopa at the beginning.
Nah, I think MaCobra's waiting for something a bit more favorable to Cloud. Like, say he runs into something nasty like Atlantis, 5-9, 7-8, 7-5.
You know, I think we can make an argument for clouding over the Great Maze.
Yeah, because I did cloud that level as a kid because I could not figure out the Dark Door Maze for the life of me, so I just like, cloud it. Whatever.
I always ended up clouding 3-3. You know, when I was a kid. Oh, Heavy Larry! 2 hits. Oh, get hitboxed! And stun locked!
And stun locked! That's an ugly combination no matter how you slice it, but he escapes.
4 hits on Larry. Ooh. That was evil. DLP handling it flawlessly.
That was nasty.
Nasty? There are words and phrases I'd like to say about it, but, we're a kid-friendly show, I believe.
That is right. A P-Wing heading into World 4, and we've got 2 bridges that can be built, but only 1 is required.
Ooh, this seems diabolic if there are 2 bridges. Oh, there's Atlantis!
Here we go, Atlantis. This ugly head MaCobra wants no part of this noise.
DLP playing it out, though. Thinking that...
because DLP doesn't have a cloud. Oh, MaCobra very smart in using that P-Wing, because this is a very high-risk 7F2, because if he takes the death here, he has to go back and play Atlantis, and that puts DLP into quite a sizable lead.
Takes a hit, but should be okay. Yeah, should be fine now with that star.
Yeah, you just have to focus on one thing, making your jumps.
Damage boost
Now,
through there.
Yeah,
Able
just
to
take out Boom Boom. 1, 2, 3.
and gets it done. He will not have to play Atlantis.
There is a pipe that can take him back around to the other side. Oh, look. Would you look at that? This is a 3-4 World 4 with a very high probability of 7F2 being required. And the Hammer Bro wants Carnage!
Total carnage! I love it!
Because here's the thing, that Hammer Bro ain't gonna move. MaCobra's gonna have to get the dub.
Oh, this is a nasty screen for to fight Hammer Bros.
Yeah, I think I would have used the tail for that.
Wow, so many socks being thrown out. Oh! This is DLP's time to catch
that
up.
one landed low.
Number 4. Oh. Oh my goodness!
Whoa! This is getting brutal. Somebody get a body bag.
My goodness! MaCobra's not gonna have to be careful. He's now down to only 1 extra life.
Getting a look at this map over on DLP's side. He's going into super tanks while MaCobra is trying to get out of this hammerlock. Gets the back one. Gets the front.
Gotta watch out! Gotta watch out!
A full tube socks, and he's out of there.
Couldn't get the 1-up though. Oh man, that was just even.
That was a disgusting act, and it was unfortunate we had that on our air live. That was disgusting. MaCobra puts on a P-Wing. Oh, wow. Big break for MaCobra as he doesn't know it yet, but he is in the correct fort. DLP's gonna have to play 7F1 to build the correct bridge.
Yeah, looking like DLP was playing his way through to here.
Yeah, he played through. He's in 4-4. Going up and over. Oh, he didn't tail swipe the Lakitu. Paid for that one, he did.
Man. After all that rotten luck MaCobra had, DLP for a... Well, maybe MaCobra for a second thinks he's still behind.
Yeah, the reality is, even though he got a very bad break and came within 2 lives of game overing, he still got out of it.
That would have been brutal, though. It's
that might have been the
clouding over Atlantis, getting a game over, and having to play Atlantis anyway.
Yeah, that would have likely been curtains for MaCobra's tournament life for this year's tournament, if that were to have happened. But now MaCobra is ahead, and I am watching that live counter because if it goes down any lower, he might consider an intentional at the right point to get his lives back.
Well, if you're going to game over, now is the time, because you just started a new world. But he's going on.
Yep, at this point, through the fire and the flames of 5F1, he carries on.
Man, quite the forced draw going on here.
4-6, and
whoa, we're gonna go
take flight, and that is a tremendous call because here comes Boss Bass.
Opts for the Fire Flower, though. I would have gone through the door.
That could have been another bad enemy set on the other side of that, such as the Fire Nipper set.
Yeah, but would you rather have fire nippers or a persistent chasing boss bass? I would say, fire nipper. Oh, and we have 1.5 beta.
Great point by Stewie Cartman in chat. Go through the door and come back, and no more boss bass.
Oh, that's the best of both
DLP
worlds.
not going after the fort. He must feel like he's behind. In fact, I guarantee both runners probably feel behind at this point, just based off of what has happened in this seed. For DLP, having to play Atlantis in all 3 forts in the previous world. For MaCobra, getting caught by Hammer Bros and losing at least 6 lives just to get out of it.
Yeah. This one will be memorable in this particular series.
Yeah, for 2 very different reasons, with each runner having their unique reason. Now, hammers are not going to matter as we get into World 8 because hammers don't break locks. It's not going to matter so much here because of the pipe placement, but it will save DLP a screen transition.
And we get 3F2.
In a desert, no less.
Hey, 2-2 is an oasis, so what's the problem?
That's a smaller oasis compared to this one. I know we saw Spike Fort in Game 1. If we saw it in Game 2, it was early. Yep, we did.
Yeah, it was the first fort we played, I do believe. No more clouds for MaCobra, but instead... Hey, wait a second. This is the 10,000 coin pyramid in its vanilla location.
Hey, yeah, we're in the tournament now. At this point, it's the 100,000 coin pyramid.
Ah, touche. Why didn't I think of that? Heck, I'm surprised. Cards or Burgundy never brought that to light when I was calling action with them.
They might have been waiting for a point later in the tournament. It's the quarterfinals, so I might as well leave it all out on the table at this point.
This is very true. Anyway, MaCobra's on to Airship 1. Has firepower. Let's see. Looking for get the fire finish. 2 hits. Looks
Barbecued.
It might have been fire finish. It might have been 3. I can't tell.
That was a fire finish.
Okay, folks. It's that time again. How many bridges are we building? Ooh. I see you in the chat there, Leslie. You're going for the bold play, huh?
Yep, I'm going for the carnage.
You know what? I'm not that bold. I'll say 3. Ooh, forced draw to play at least one.
Draw here. It's 3-2.
Yeah. Pretty innocuous, if you know how to skip along the cheap. Oh, hitbox!
But that is a hitboxing by the cheap, and that's the danger of trying to skip along the cheaps, is that you can easily just get hitboxed. So basically, if you want to throw a wrestling term at it, MaCobra got low blowed.
Oh, DLP getting a useless hammer from a hammer bro, or from a fire bro, excuse me.
Forced draw pipe leads to the hand bridge, and there is a lock that is not required.
So if you said 4, you're already out. There, if
3,
you said
that's you.
Yeah, with that lock there in the lower right corner of the dark maze. Looks like we gotta play this tank panel, and it's 6-1.
Fire enemies here, so no boss bass.
Fire in ice. Somehow, that doesn't feel ironic.
It reminds me of a boss in Oracle of Seasons.
I still need to play those games. I heard the Randomizer's pretty fun.
I only recently finished that today on Nintendo Switch Online, so it gonna be a bit.
I'm not as fortunate. Ooh, I believe I saw three fort panels on the Dark Maze there.
Yeah, and there was a lock blocking this one, so odds are something gets broken here.
Makes sense to me. This could be another chain reaction, all things considered. Oh, it did not break something on the screen.
I think MaCobra's trying to work around that lock by playing this panel. Considering the layout, it makes sense in the world, and for the second seed in a row, heel clips the note block, denying him the little H jump. Not that it matters as much, but with how good these two runners are, every second counts more than you'd realize.
I have to think again that the answer is here in the Dark Maze. Oh, there's the last lock, I believe.
The Navy panel is Dark Door Maze, the only difference being cosmetic.
So it's just a matter of finding the way now. Let's see if MaCobra gets the one cycle this time. Struggled to get it last time. Oh.
Oh, that... Oh, he got it. I was concerned about the way he bounced off that dry bones because all his momentum just stopped.
Breaks the lock in front of him. I don't think this is the answer. Yeah, I don't think...
Not this time. That was the MacGuffin.
So... it's either this or the hand bridge where the answer is.
No, it's right here, but he
Oh,
does
no cloud for MaCobra! He's got to place the lava fort!
A forced 5F2 to close out the seed.
Oh. And provided he has no mistakes, we're very much going into a game 3.
He's clear. Now for Bowser's Castle.
No hammer suit, but still equipped with a fireball.
DLP is in the correct fort.
Oh, gets the swag!
Starts with the first clip. Now for the gamer clip.
Oh, every person can get that one. Can we get some mac and cheese up in here, though? Not quite yet.
I think somebody stole the Velveeta this time. He says to heck with it.
Mac and cheese tastes better with breadcrumbs anyway, so...
I've actually had mac and cheese with lobster. It's a rarity, but it's really good. Anyway, on to Bowser.
Yeah, no troll laser there, so MaCobra's home and free.
And no scam fireball either. So this time it is MaCobra having a victory meal of Koopa soup. Get your GGs in chat, folks.
What
is he
the?
Swagging?
This won't compromise. Okay, good. Don't scare us like that, MaCobra. Come on.
Yeah. Anyway, MaCobra wins with an official time of 34 minutes, 48 seconds. Guess what, folks? We are going to game 3.
I'm excited because we're getting exactly what we advertised.
This any other way.
This is fun. It's hard to believe we're not done yet. Both of them want it, but it's only a matter of who wants it more.
Absolutely, and for these runners, us in the commentary booth and everybody watching, as well as all of SpeedGaming, we wouldn't have it any other way. DLP, oh, I thought he was going to go for frog strats. Nope.
Oh, man. And to think, both of these races so far have hinged on one key decision that one runner made that the other didn't.
Yeah, in this case, though, it was less of a it was a bit of a decision and more of a happenstance where DLP had a runaway hammer bro that had a cloud in the early part. MaCobra didn't have that, and that extra cloud wound up being the difference, even though World Force certainly made it very interesting.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's going to make for quite the interesting topic during the post-match interview here. But before we get to that, we got to get through Game 3. And speaking of, DLP is just about to finish his seed for Game 2. Did get the mac and cheese.
And with that, get your GGs in chat for DLP, who finishes out strong.
I don't think we ever gave out the official time for MaCobra. It was a 34:48. Very impressive sub-35 there.
Absolutely, and DLP with an equally impressive as well. A time of 37 minutes in a row and 13 seconds.
My goodness. Tell you what, we're going to need to take one more break. But when we come back, we have game number 3. And with what we've seen so far, the first 2 games have just been the tip of the iceberg. So, top off your beverage again, do what you need to do, and then come back, and we will have game 3 for you. So do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, folks, we are back. And we have the most exciting moment that you can ever hope for in a tournament or playoff setting. Tiebreaker. This is game 3 between MaCobra52 and DLP316. The winner moves on to the semifinals where they face Miniguy. This is going to be so exciting, isn't it, Leslie?
Oh, absolutely. I could not ask for more in this particular matchup. Game 3, yeah, bring it. I mean, I could ask for overtime, but this isn't Dragon Warrior 1 Randomizer where that could happen. Nah, we're not doing that. We're breaking it, the tie right here, right now.
Oh, well, if you believe it, this is the 3rd straight year I've been able to have the privilege of calling a tiebreaker game in the bracket round.
Oh, yes. It does not get better than this.
All right. Well, it all starts with what world we see. And you know what? I will agree with chat because we've made it to this point. RWO. I will finally say it. Why else would it be anything else? Anyway,
we're about to find out.
Yeah, we are about to be underway, and it is, wouldn't you know it? It's a forced draw with 3F1. There is a pipe they could have checked, but they're just opting for the fort right now. Opting for door 5 to get a power-up, but get a star instead. Ooh, unfortunate luck for DLP. MaCobra's going to take a slight lead now.
He got the upside-down orb. Nicely done.
Yeah, little bit of
It's a double brawl.
Ooh, that did not break the lock though on the starting island. Oh, but doesn't matter. We can just go. A free World 7. Let's see what we get from Piranha 2 this time. A P-Wang. I believe that is rather vanilla.
If it was the first one, yes. MaCobra's gonna go right to it. Might as well power up before an airship. I like to play. It's World 6 airship.
DLP does the same. Let's see what we get. Happy Ludwig. That's vanilla there. 1 hit. 2 hits. 3 hits. 4 hits. It's a 5-hit Ludwig.
MaCobra, 1 grab, 136. DLP going to get that 1 grab at 142. We'll see if that's good for the off-screen 1 grab screen wrap.
Yeah, that looks good to me, honestly.
Yeah, he got it. So it's literally a difference of only a couple of seconds out of the first world.
Man. All right, 6 now, right? Aww.
Nope. Instead, it's an offsuit 7 deuce with a force draw right away. This game and this seed pulling no punches right now, throwing Gatekeeper at him this early.
Wow. Well, it's game 3. Would you expect less?
No, absolutely not.
Not to mention, these are 2 of the best we have in Mario 3 Rando. Ooh, that was nasty for the back half of that 1 cycle there for MaCobra. DLP managing to take his time and pays for it.
Yeah, that double duck cost him the 1 cycle. I understand why he did it, to try and get the 1 cycle, but it cost him. Sometimes it's faster to just take the damage boost.
Able to take the pipe to skip a couple levels, but we'll still have to play some. A letter, the star had the letter. Let me try that again. The letter had the star, so can't cloud over other stuff. MaCobra opting one more time for the item up here. I mean, it's early enough.
Early enough, why not?
Yeah. DLP not making that mistake like he did last time. Ooh! Our first one of the day, if you believe that.
Up next is 3-9. We've got a legendary Starfy blocking part of the screen, folks. We do apologize.
We can only do so much around here at SpeedGaming, but we appreciate you taking time out of your busy Sunday afternoon to come join us as well. We should mention that.
Nice H jump from DLP.
Yeah, did a good job managing with that slowdown, too. Ooh, that's a nasty spot for that Big Bertha.
6-5. We gotta fly to beat this level.
Oh, and a boss pass in the loop. Take that pipe and get out of there.
Not sure I agree with MaCobra taking out the Koopa there, because normally you have to fly and bring a Koopa up. Whoa, I'm not sure what that was on MaCobra's side, but it looks pretty cool.
Thankfully not as much trouble this time against the Boomerang Bros for MaCobra.
Got a nice measure of revenge. Just played a little bit of game of ice curling and just swept them out of the way.
Boomerang Bros, Sledge Bros, Fire Bros, MaCobra taking on all comers this time around.
Didn't work out in terms of any major items, so DLP's gonna pull up ahead. Morton was heavy, but one hitter. He was a glass cannon.
That means, though, that both of our heavies are out. So, if there's going to be any more pestering from the Koopalings, it's going to be because they're high jumpers.
Yep, and that can get unpleasant and very fast because that can cause hitboxing very fast.
This is a ball game. You bet it's a ball game.
World 1, and we've got 2 forts.
Ooh. Because of the lock placement, you could make an argument that is 1 fort. And unless the game continues to be jokey and pair forts together, and the other one is just the other fort.
Yeah, if it's 4F1 up there, then this game has definitely got a thing for pairing the World 4 forts today. But we shall see.
Let's see now. Yeah, I figured that went the way it was gonna.
And now we got 6-4. And Jack calling out that it's the rare, non-laggy 6-4, because typically you do get lag in that level in Rando.
DLP deciding ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, MaCobra finds the jail cell again.
But this time, I have every reason to believe that they're not going to be able to skip this one. We don't have any clouds.
And no tail means they're gonna have to earn this one too. MaCobra trying for a particularly tough clip, it appears. DLP just
you
decided to go ahead.
Down there, I can't say I blame him, because I don't. It's just not happening. I would move on at this point.
Yeah, MaCobra finally decides that he's had enough and moves on. Ooh, DLP taking a hit. MaCobra trying again for this clip, but at least gets it. But the damage might be already done if you think.
Don't be too sure about that, because MaCobra clutches out the clip when it matters the most. DLP is small, not able to clip the end of 7-5. So because of that, MaCobra pulls back ahead.
Wow. Don't you just love a match where both the racers pull out all the stops?
Oh, absolutely.
MaCobra looking like they want P-speed.
DLP going P-wing.
Let's see what we got here. Looks like they both got
MaCobra locked fire, and it's definitely a 5-hitter?
Yeah, either 4 or 5. Oh,
DLP missed it this time. He would have pulled slightly ahead if he had gotten that off-screen wand grab.
Yeah, we're even basically going into our next world. hammer.
And
from
a hammer
letter.
entering World 4, there's a chance it could be used here, but not likely. We shall see, though.
Oof. Oh, it's the Diagonal Disaster 5-9. And it looks like this is a forced 5-9 at that.
It is a Game 3, after all.
All
Randomizer's pulling all the stops right now.
I believe they call this the greatest hits.
Oh, look at this.
The
Fire Chomp coming up from below. Look out.
The one time we have some actual vanilla going on in 5-9. You don't often see it, but it's quite nice and refreshing when you do.
Just the one Fire Chomp this time, but that's enough to make things very interesting in 5-9, believe me. And the coin chip moves into the path of both runners.
And it looked like they both had to start from the far right of the main island. Phew, they're gonna really work for this one. Oh, but a cloud! That'll help!
It'll help, but they're probably both saying, thanks, game. Could have used that about a minute ago.
Well,
the DLP's gonna like this exchange. 7F1 in with a tail. MaCobra about to intentionally ragu to get into his inventory.
Yeah, I believe he still has a wing or something to give him tail. Yeah, I thought so. So DLP will take the lead back. Does he hammer here? Probably not.
The bridge. And it's 7-2 with the boss bass. But thankfully the tail really does help to speed this level up in the absence of P-speed strats.
Yeah, gonna have to be careful through this part, but does it no problem.
Now it's MaCobra's turn. Does miss... Oh no, MaCobra got hit.
Oh, there's no leaf in that box. Now he's got to try and build up P-speed to cross.
He's there. And he's
gets
over.
It.
Does he get pipe to pipe? Yes, he does. Just barely.
And now we're on to the next airship on DLP's side.
MaCobra not willing to mess with the Hammer Bros, so he's just gonna go for that airship. It is the World 2 airship.
Oh, we got high jumper Iggy. But only 2 hits.
And that's some 2 hits for MaCobra.
Me change? I don't think I've seen that particular community message. Anyway, on to World 3! And it's another force draw, no double hammer, so we can't go to the right. Instead, we have to play 4-2 with Angry Sun and Boss Bass. This is diabolical!
In the same level. You want glitchy sprites? Well, here you go.
FF4? Oh, that explains it. I've never played FF4.
Well, neither have I, to be fair, so that also explains why that was like, eh.
Yeah, I do have the GBA version of 4, though. Maybe someday I'll play it.
Sorry, Laws. I think you would have needed a couple of giant enemies in the level for that to happen, and we got 3-1.
Not as fortunate this time to have a frog suit going blindly into 3-1, but That's fine. And
You got an
now-
Air Force.
Yeah, gotta watch for those rocky wrenches now.
Not only that, you also got to watch out for your jumps.
Yeah, this can be very deceptive if you let it be. But with tail like DLP has, this is no problem whatsoever.
No advantage for Boom Boom, though. Right now, that rests on on the end of MaCobra. Assuming he gets there with it. Oh, he does.
Alright, now for our pipe check here. You're gonna go straight in? Probably not. Still got...
So no matter which way you go, you have to play one level before you check your next pipe. MaCobra chooses the same level DLP chooses, and it's 5-4. DLP gets bonked off right in the face by the spinning log.
A persistent small
hurt.
cheap though that just keep DLP on his toes.
Kept both runners on their toes, but look at this. MaCobra is literally nipping at DLP's heels.
Ooh. This is too good. Alright, is this the way forward? No, it is not! It's in the...
No, it's not, and both runners know it.
It's back on the first screen on the right, particularly that lower left pipe there.
MaCobra thought about playing Hammers Bros, but didn't. That's gonna cost him. It's 2-2. But MaCobra gets aggressive in clouds.
Oh, yeah.
This could come back to haunt him if Atlantis shows up and DLP still has his cloud.
Well, we'll see. But that means MaCobra has the lead again.
For now.
One hit on Wendy. 2 hits on Wendy.
Side salad / junior bacon cheeseburger.
Oh man. This has been so back and forth. I love it.
Yeah. Wouldn't have it any other way, like I said.
P-wing from the letter, and we go to 5. It's another forced draw. Oh!
6-10.
6-9,
That was a
excuse me.
sub-pixel perfect wall jump if MaCobra went for it. I do not blame him for not, because of the degree of difficulty.
I feel like MaCobra's lucky this isn't 6-6.
Actually, yeah, because that's where DLP could use his cloud, but I digress. But anyway.
Anyway, what's next before the fort? Now we have 6-10.
6-9 and 6-10 back to back. We have got nippers here, so this could get ugly fast. Right as I was about to say it. Fire nippers show up, it could get ugly. Sure enough, there are fire nippers and MaCobra gets clipped.
Oh. Yikes. Alright, and now we have 2F.
Spike 4 to build the bridge.
Oh! DLP taking a hit against that Patooey! Let's see now. There goes the Boom Boom again.
bit of a marathon movement up top.
And we once again have 1-5 beta. After this, it's only a bro tile that stands between MaCobra and
Wait,
Clouds.
did MaCobra just take that shell off of his face and not even lose a power-up?
Can someone clip that, please? My mind's kind of blown by that too.
What in the world? And DLP is clouding. This is gonna give him a very ever so slight. No, MaCobra.
No, never mind.
But then DLP takes a bit of an advantage with a hammer. I don't think we've seen World 6 yet. Oh yeah, this is a 3-fort World 5.
Yeah, and we have the carpet fort. Meaning we'll see the elevator again.
And we also see the Navy tile.
Another innocuous elevator here. Good job luring the booze away from the door.
And DLP is going to have the lead when this is all said and done because that was the correct fort.
More hammers? We don't need them anymore. At least I don't think we do.
It would have helped in World 3, that's for sure.
Oh no. There is a slight possibility that the fort on the ground might be required.
We had to play the fort on the ground to get up here. It's the Navy that's required.
I thought there was another... Oh, I thought there was another fort on the ground for some reason. I thought it was 2 on the ground.
Nah, it was just 1.
Okay. I wasn't sure because I saw that the blue fort went down and nothing broke. Anyway, it appears that DLP's back in it. I believe DLP has the lead again.
Yes, he does, because he picked the correct fort.
Okay. I'm glad I got that all straightened out. Anyway, on to the next airship, which will be... I believe this is airship... No.
World 3 airship is when MaCobra goes through 6-3.
I was paying attention. Okay, 1 hit from Roy. 2 hits from Roy, and that's it.
That's an improvement from both the first 2 seeds where it was a 1-hit Roy in each seed. But still, Bowser, come on, what did Roy do to deserve not being fed?
He wasn't our boy. Anyway, what's even left? I think it's only 6.
And the hammers that are coming into play now could very well, rather coming into the inventory now, could very well come into play.
Oh, another hammer suit from the letter! So they were covered both ways, regardless of taking that bonus item earlier in the seed. And now we have the 1-6 beta. My goodness. We're gonna have some equalizing here on the 3rd game of with how we're going.
DLP had a slight bro marathon, but nothing too crazy. And we got Boss Bass in 6-8.
Yeah, in the Melted Oasis. Oh, that's a coin. That's a 1-up box I didn't know was there. It's amazing how
one I've seen used in this tournament a couple times, and it's one I've also bonked inadvertently, so...
Imagine learning new things about a game that's been out for over 30 years.
Seems accurate.
Absolutely.
And that's a cloud in the first Hammer Bro of World 6.
Let's see if there's any urgency to using a hammer. You know what? Maybe, perhaps there is.
Yeah,
No?
DLP's gonna play the fort.
Yeah, and we got the escalator again.
Strangely familiar. And this is a game 3, so DLP's not gonna waste any time. MaCobra's gonna blind hammer.
Let's see if I'm right. Ooh, I am, but there's a lock in the way, so something's got to be done.
6F1's gotta be done. Orb. MaCobra's taking the... Well, he was taking the frog suit into 6F1, but then the Potobos decided they wanted frog legs.
Going for damage boost strats. Not the entire way, because he wanted to stay big. And now we have 6-1.
And we got Boss Bass. Yep, 6-1 and Boss Bass again.
Name a better pair.
7-8 with Boss Bass spawning and picking a runner off during practice. Mid-air, like an RKO out of nowhere.
Oh, I thought you were going to go to 4-2 with Boss Bass and Angry Sun.
No, I was going from a recent clip I saw in the Discord.
Alright. Meanwhile, MaCobra has 3-3 to deal with once more. But meanwhile, it's DLP on Airship 7. Gonna go for fire finish strats. And gets it!
Hitboxes made that interesting.
Okay, it's time to ask that burning question one final time. This is game 3, so think real hard on it. How many bridges are we gonna need to build to get to Bowser this time?
But a chain reaction to get there. Let's go 3 for 3 on chain reaction 8s.
I'm not giving up on 3. Three games, no bridges. Oh, come on. All right, on we go. 3-pipe Monty, but the ship icon is on the first screen, and it's super tanks. Ooh, damage boosts through a rocky wrench. Ooh, loose.
That's one way to get P speed here.
Yeah, but at the cost of a quicker boom boom finish? I don't know about that. Now the pipe checks begin for DLP. We see the dark maze, it's the middle. Goes back to check the second pipe. We have a completely useless pipe.
Yeah,
So
the game decided to tell a joke.
It was a bad joke.
A fake joke that wasn't well done.
I think this has to go nowhere.
Oh
It's a -1. Oh, we're flying, and DLP is on his way with 3 hammer suits just in case. My goodness, that escalated quickly.
Oh, did it ever? And MaCobra is trying to find his way around this World 8, but little does he know that he's running out of time and DLP's going for clips.
Yeah, he's going for glory, and he will have his glory. So now it's just a matter of maintaining his hammer in his suit, and he'll be on to the semifinals.
Now the question is, was that fort required? Anyway, Bowser.
Ladies, gentlemen, others, please get your GGs out in chat. Sure for DLP316, but also for MaCobra for putting on such a great show, but especially DLP316 for winning this best of 3 match. He will advance to the semifinals to face Mini Guy. The official time for DLP is 30 minutes 53 seconds.
And there's the clip for MaCobra.
I feel like game 2 is gonna be causing him a few nightmares here.
As for MaCobra, it's Hi Bowser, bye Bowser. Get your GGs in chat for an incredible series.
And
wow,
now we are
mercy.
joined by the winner of this best of 3 series, DLP316. Job well done. What an incredible back and forth this one was.
Hey guys, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I think that's how all these matches are going to go from now on. MaCobra's like the best of all time, in my opinion. If we play 10 times, I might win 3, maybe 4 out of 10, and just so happened that 2 of them were out of these 3. So, GG's to him. Heck of a player. Yeah, I'm stunned at that World 8. I thought I was going to get sniped on the time at the very end.
Man, it was back and forth before 8 even. And now we are joined by MaCobra52. My goodness. What a wild one, don't you think?
I would say so. GGDLP. At least you're
GG to both of you. What a series.
Okay, MaCobra, we just need to get the elephant out of the room right away. Are you having nightmares about those boomerang bros in the second game?
That was rough, yeah. if I game over from that, I probably would just forfeit, to be honest.
Oh my goodness, it would have been disastrous because you ended up using your cloud over Atlantis for that one.
Yeah, I had that on the line too. So
that's a pretty smart play that I didn't even think about till after the game. If I had saved my cloud, I took a death in whatever that hidden item stage is, pretty cheap one at the end. So I just clouded it just to try to stay on pace. If I would have had a cloud, yeah, that's a really good play to cloud past Atlantis because you had the pipe to go back to the other side. So yeah, it's a really heads up play.
If you believe it, the first 2 games hinged on one play that each of you made that the other didn't. Yeah. That's how close it was.
In World 4, nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe it was
coin flip.
It was
series.
Well, in game 1, it was DLP doing the World 2 hammer cloud strat.
Yeah, I was feeling a little risky with that. Use your clouds that early, but it was like I didn't think he would do the same thing, at least use both of them, so it would at least give me a lead, sort of like stretch out the clock situation. And you just got to use your clouds before the end.
And then for game 2, it was simply MaCobra getting lucky, with a hammer bro that was not too far out of the way, and it had a cloud, which allowed him to cloud Atlantis.
Yeah, that was the hammer bro that ran away from DLP.
That's rando for you.
Yeah, sometimes you're born lucky. Sometimes you just have to take a risk.
Yeah, I think I was watching the last 5 minutes since the delay was on or whatever, and I don't know if I used a cloud that MaCobra didn't think to use or didn't have at the end of World 6, but I'm not sure. I wasn't paying too close attention.
In that last seed, yeah, I clouded the final junction there.
Okay, yeah, I skipped 3-3 and I played. Can't remember what it was now. It wasn't too bad. It was 6-1 maybe. Yeah, I think it was 6-1. Yeah.
So struggles aside, what'd you both think of the seeds?
I didn't think they were horrible. The second one had some bad levels, but that's because I didn't have the items to go around it. And this one, I thought I was behind in the beginning because I played the wrong pipe in World 3. I played the one that looped, and then I didn't have a cloud for 7.5 or Atlantis, and I thought, maybe if he got a cloud somewhere, I was behind, but I just wanted to not think like that, like I was behind, and just play my race, and worked out this time.
Yeah, the seeds weren't too terrible overall. Like 7.5, a 4.75 showed up once, couldn't cloud it. So I was like, okay. And I saw Atlantis ducked out of that, used my cloud. 7.2 is in 2 of the free seeds, I want to say. And of course, I took one fortunate death in the first seed. I don't want to talk about that first seed. I clearly was not ready for what was to come.
You say that, and then the second seed happened, and we all know what happened there, MaCobra.
Yeah, I looked out of a cloud. What can you say?
No, that's not what I meant, and you know it.
The Boomerang Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was behind after that.
Yeah.
The third seed, I'm guessing I saved some time. I kept power-ups just forever. I kept the tail for like 2 or 3 worlds, and I was worried I was going to come across 7.1 and 7.6. Thankfully, I didn't find them in any of the seeds. That's like a nightmare of mine, having to clip that with the tail in a big race.
Yeah, it turned out to be pretty handy in both of the races you won, because MaCobra was playing pretty fast and loose with his power-ups.
Yeah, you sort of have to. Game 3, it's got to do things that are going to make you uncomfortable. I mean, everybody's going as fast as they can, so it's just one of those things. They're not really a wrong play unless you're out wrong, with the items. But yeah,
when this race hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious speed running.
Oh, yes. And I think the real big difference on Game 3 was they mentioned in the race time room the extra fort in World 5. MaCobra wound up playing a fort that DLP didn't go to in the sky, and the fort DLP played was the correct one. That was definitely a major part of the difference here.
So, DLP, you're the one advancing to the semifinal. You get Midi Guy next. How do you feel about that?
I mean, he's a really good player. He beat Teeks, which I've never beaten him in a tournament, or MaCobra for that matter. So I mean, he's definitely capable of beating anybody in the field. Sort of hard to prepare for. Does some plays away from the standard plays, I would say. But I mean, if it's right, then it's not a standard play. So we actually have some history. We played in group in our very first tournament, and I think those races were within like 20 seconds. And we're both a lot better than we were then, so I think it's going to be another really close race.
So, in other words, expect more fireworks.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking forward to it, that's for sure.
Any final thoughts either you want to say before we start wrapping up?
Nope, just GG to MaCobra for the races. I can't wait to watch him back. And you guys for the commentary, and SpeedGaming for hosting. It's all volunteer work, so if it wasn't for the volunteers, none of this would happen. So thanks to everybody, really.
Yeah, basically ditto what DLP said. It's been a good tournament, and it sucks I'm out, but no hard feelings because DLP's a very, very talented player, and I'm glad to be able to pass the torch to him. Hopefully, he can take it all this year. We'll see.
I know you're no slouch either, MaCobra, and I know exactly why.
Is it the 4 tournaments he's won or something else?
No, I thought it was because of his hard mode mod he made.
Oh. I would love if that showed up in the rando someday. That'd be great.
I think he's joked about it. Well, we were on commentary one time.
Yeah, anyway, share modifications. Yeah, we'll see.
Anyway, DLP316, MaCobra52, thank you both for putting on such a great performance.
Of course. Thanks, guys. GG's again, MaCobra.
Please give both of our runners a follow. They absolutely deserve it after what they've put on. I mean, are you not entertained? Come on! And then after you're done doing that, don't be afraid to follow the rest of the SpeedGaming channels. Go to speedgaming.org, check the rest of the schedule, because once the Mario 3 Rando tournament's over, there's still plenty of other stuff to watch. And if somehow you like what we've done, by all means give both me and Leslie Pro a follow. We like to do stuff on our own time. But as for what's going on with the Mario 3 Randomizer tournament, we have one more quarterfinal to decide, and that is happening tomorrow night at 7:05. It's Paradox versus Human Mustard. Frantic 32, LOC Card Fan 23 will be on the call for that one. Keep tuned to find out when where the race will be held. But that's gonna do it for us.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun, Crazy Dude. Glad I got to calm this one with you. Whew. We got everything we wanted out of this one and then some, that's for sure. As for the remaining Speed Gaming schedule tonight, starting in a few minutes over on Speed Gaming Prime, is the Zelda 1 Randomizer weekly race, coming up off the heels of the Final Fantasy 1 Randomizer Championship Finals.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Anyway, on behalf of our runners, DLP316, MaCobra52, everyone behind the scenes of Speed Gaming, and my commentating partner, Leslie Pro 04, my name is The Crazy Dude, and we will see you next time for more Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer action. Have a good night, everybody!
Good night, everyone. Stay kind, stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow.